Hey guys, this is Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and I want to wish you a wonderful November 2019, and so does Loki as he is passing by. Hello, Lokester. So I thought I would have a little bit of fun for November because, well, I don't know, I'm just feeling like November is going to be pretty lighthearted and fun. And here in the United States, we're going to be celebrating Thanksgiving, which is a good time to check in with all that you are grateful for and check in with those that we are closest with. Sometimes that's our family members, sometimes that's friends and people that we have made our family. So for this particular reading, I'm going to be using my little cootie catcher. If you guys remember making these in elementary school, some people call them little fortune tellers, and that's what we're going to use that for. Instead of pulling cards, I'm going to be using this for our reading for November, and I thought that this would just be a lot of fun. I'm also going to be using these stones. So I got this little like Loki bucket, and I've put all these different stones in here, and I work with crystals, so I want to be able to use that too. So inside here there's little messages, and I'm going to have a message for group number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for each of the readings, I'm going to go in, I'm going to kind of shuffle, and I'm going to pull out a stone. And that stone will also be part of your reading. So that stone will also have a message as well, a message for you for November. So remember that this is just general. So if some things connect with you, that's great. If some things don't, that's okay. Because there are quite a few people that watch this, and it can't possibly be 100% accurate for every single person that watches. But it is interesting that it can be pretty close for a lot of people because, well, as human beings, we have a lot of similar experiences that tend to happen to us, and we go through a lot of similar things, which, is the great connector of us all, and we can also help each other through that as well. So, let's get on with the reading. So, just before we go on, if you do want to catch a reading from me, something that's a little more you and me, one-on-one, hey, if you want me to read Cootie Catcher, I could do that too. But head over to my website, www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. I have Lenormand readings, I have tarot readings, I have mediumship readings, and conjumancy. I read with seashells, and I have for a while. I have Rainbow Bridge readings. I have lots of different stuff over there, and I don't know, maybe I can add Cootie Catcher to my repertoire. But we're just going to have a little fun for the month of November. And if you want to send a little love my way, think about joining the KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot. Okay, so how this is going to work, I'm going to put timestamps down below for group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4, depending on what number you choose. Remember, you can choose multiple numbers too and go and watch the messages for each of those, and that's totally fine. So let's say you are group number 1, and we go 1. I have to count to 1. I look in here, and I have flowers, the names of flowers all in here. So we have lily, rose, jasmine, and bluebell. I would choose one for group 1, and let's say I choose rose. I go, R-O-S-E. And then I would go and lift, let's say I want to go with jasmine or something, and I would lift that up, and the message would be in there. And then we'd pick a stone, and we would have our double messages. All right, so hopefully you guys get the gist of that. All right, so I want you guys to take a nice deep breath in and out. And deep breath in and out. And concentrate on the fortune telling cootie catcher. Which number do you prefer? Once you have that number, check down below in the information box and in the comments for the timestamp. And let's get started. All right, so if you chose 1, Cootie Catcher 1, let's go. 1. All right, so we have rose, lily, bluebell, and jasmine. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and go with jasmine. J-A-S-M-I-N-E. Okay, and then we have dandelion, daisy, sunflower, and poppy. Ooh, you know what I want to do? I want to pull poppy. I feel like poppy is your message. So let's take a look. Emotions are not weakness. Okay, so we're going to keep that in mind as we pull a stone, because I want to read these together. So I'm going to actually mix all these stones up first. Okay, I'm going to grab my kitty catcher. I'm going to see what the kitty catcher catches. What are we catching? Oh, we caught goldstone. Ooh, beautiful piece of goldstone. So goldstone is man-made, but it takes actual materials, so actual like earthy materials to create this man-made piece of stone, which I love. It's very glitterly, literally, and awesome. Okay, so going back to what your message was here in Poppy. So emotions are not weakness. Just with the glitter here and kind of the oranginess of the stone. Orange would be kind of in our sacral chakra. So that would be in our kind of creativity, our sensuality. So that definitely goes with emotions. And what I'm getting here is I'm kind of feeling like in situations, unless you're feeling, okay, I'm feeling like anger is seen as a positive emotion. Possibly when you're growing up, it was seen as like a positive emotion, not to be angry all the time, but people will respect you, and people, you know, will take you seriously if you're super angry. And the feeling like if you show other emotions such as tenderness, having your, almost like wearing your heart on your sleeve, crying, those other emotions are seen as weak. And this has nothing to do with you being male or female. So with the goldstone here being very glittery, I'm feeling like this is everybody. Let me just get in here. These are people. We have so many different facets and emotions. You know, there is so much that makes up the human being. And to say that some emotions are wrong and some emotions are right is to deny the very thing that makes us human. So to cry or to show tenderness is to show vulnerability. But if we do not ever show vulnerability, it's hard to ever let in love, you know, which is what we all need. And love, in my opinion, is one of the strongest, most powerful emotions out there. It's not anger. It's not hatred. Love is the all-encompassing, all-conquering emotion. And so I would say this might be a good time in November to do a little bit of shadow work on, you know, where this idea might be coming from of, you know, unless I am exuding this emotion, like this emotion makes me feel powerful. Well, where is that coming from? You know, that if you're extremely angry, only then can you be taken seriously, and only then can you seem really powerful. Like, where's that coming from? And the embarrassment of crying in front of people, or thinking that they're thinking things, you know, about you because you're crying. Like, where is that coming from? And maybe there's some people who, if they're putting you down because you're crying or because you're showing tenderness and openness and open-heartedness, maybe those are people that we need to reevaluate in our lives. So this is more just a time of self-reflection, I think, when it comes to how you emote. So, okay, so November 2019 is going to be all about emotions. You know, which ones do we deem good? Which ones do we deem bad? And where does that originally stem from? So it's kind of going into your like core belief system. So it sounds like you got a lot of work ahead of you in November. This is in no way a like poor reflection on you. It's just stuff we all got to do, right? So anyway, I hope you found this reading helpful. And you know, if you did, leave that comment down below. And if you ever want to share more but you don't feel comfortable in the comment section, you can always email me, Tara@kittensweightsandtarot.com. And if you guys dug this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. And if you want to send a little love my way, join that KW2 tribe over at patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot. And I thank you so much. Group number 1, peace, love, and chicken grace. Peace out. All right, if you are here for group number 2, let's take a look at what the cootie catcher of fate, I don't know, I keep calling it different names. So the fortune telling cootie catcher, the cootie catcher of fate. I don't know, I like the cootie catcher of fate actually. So number 2, let's go. 1, 2. And we have the flowers of bluebell, lily, rose, and jasmine. Let's go with lily, Lily. All right, we are stuck with bluebell, lily, rose, and jasmine again. What the heck? Let's go with lily. Let's see what lily has for us. The sky's the limit. Oh, yes it is. All right, so we're going to go and we're going to pick a stone, and we're going to combine the stone's reading with the reading we got with the sky's the limit. So I'm going to mix these all up for you guys. And I made sure to get polished stones that I wouldn't mess up any raw stones. Okay, so I think that's pretty well mixed. We're going to get our cootie catcher in there. And what's cootie catcher going to catch? What are we catching? Ooh, 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 you know what's interesting? We caught this one with group number 1, but let's see how that connects with the sky's the limit. Let me go back to, okay, here's your guys's. The sky's the limit, and we have the glittery goldstone. Okay, I'm feeling like you guys are, for this particular group, you guys are on the verge of something, like something really good. Like you have been working on something, either like you're in theater and you've been doing some auditions, or maybe you've been crafting something, and maybe it's literally like arts and crafts, and you're thinking about selling them on an online shop like Etsy or something like that, or perhaps you have been in contact with an employer of a job that you wish to get, and I feel like you've been doing the work. So whatever you've been doing, I feel like you've been doing the work for something that you've been trying to achieve. And here is like the go-ahead from the universe with this glittery goodness. Here is like, look at all that glitters. You are on the right path. If you're feeling doubts, the universe is here to tell you the sky's the limit. It's basically up to you, and the sky is however high you determine the sky is basically that whole, the sky's the limit. So whatever you feel is possible is going to be possible. If you feel it's impossible, well, then it's going to be impossible for you. So basically it's just your mindset. And you may be like, oh well, let's go in the realm of, I was thinking theater, and then I was thinking opera, so let's go in like terms that make sense to me, because I am an opera singer. Let's say if I went and I was applying for a role with the Los Angeles Opera, because that's one that's closer to me. I was going to say the Met, but that's like all the way in New York. So let's say I was trying out for the Los Angeles Opera. And some people might say, well, it's impossible, for you to get a role or a contract with LA Opera, because like, who are you? And, how many roles have you had, and how many companies have you worked with? So if I had that mindset, and that, and then therefore I never tried with LA Opera, then, well, if I never try, then I'm pretty darn sure I'm never going to get anything with them. But if I try, and then maybe I don't get it, but then I am given some feedback of like, well, you could do this, this, and this next time in order to get the job, well, then that puts it a little more closer to reality, doesn't it? So the sky's the limit for you for whatever it is that you're working on. And maybe you fail the first time, but that's okay, because your failures tell you the right direction to go so that you can make your dreams come true. So that's not a cheesy thing, that's actually real. So with this glittery gold stone here, whatever it is that you're working on, keep doing it. Keep doing the work. Keep going full steam ahead. Let the haters hate, whatever. Don't hate, please appreciate. Whatever it may be, you guys are gonna make the dreams come true. And let me know when you make your dreams come true, and put that down below, because I want to cheer you on. I want to be like, woo woo, I'm gonna throw a little party for you. All right, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and let me know how that made sense to you, by the way. Put that in the comment section down below, or if you want to give me more details but you don't feel comfortable putting that in the comment section, then you can always email me, tara@kittensweightsandtarot.com. And if you want to catch a reading for me, head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. I do lots of different readings. I could also do a cootie catcher reading. I mean, it's not on there, but yeah, I could add it. And if you want to send a little love my way, join that KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot. And that's it for me, spiritual homies. I will catch you later. I hope you have an awesome November. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. All right, we are on to group number 3. So these are the people that want number 3. So let's go. Number 3, fortune telling cootie catcher, or cootie catcher of fate, cootie catcher of destiny. Maybe I like that one better. 1, 2, 3. We have Bluebell, Jasmine, Rose, and Lily. I want to go with Bluebell. B-L-U-E-B-E-L-L. Then we have Sunflower, Poppy, Dandelion, and Daisy. I'm going to go with Sunflower for group 3. Let's see what your message is. Ooh, play a game. Okay, like right now we're playing a game. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over to my stones here. And we're going to grab a stone with the cootie catcher. I'm just going to mix these up. And we're going to go in with the cootie catcher, and the stone combined with the message of play game is going to give us our message. Let's see. What are we catching here? Well, I don't know. Sleeping. Oh, hold on. They're falling and they're sleeping. Wait, I got one. Oh. Whew. This one is, hold on. This one is king. Okay. We caught Red Tiger Eye, which is all about earthy and all about grounding. Alrighty. So we go back to our message. What were we? We were Sunflower. Okay, so you have play game, and we have this very grounding stone. Okay, Mr. or Miss Workaholic over there. And workaholic doesn't, normally when I think workaholic, I always think somebody who works in like an office. I don't know why. Maybe that's just like my default like image in my brain, but workaholic could be in anything that you do. If you're a stay-at-home person, stay-at-home dad, stay-at-home mom, a workaholic. If you're at the office, workaholic. You're the corporate America workaholic. You're the blue-collar workaholic. Whatever it is, wherever you are devoting the majority of your time and energy to something that's, not enjoyable. So, meaning you're working beyond work hours. And sometimes you do need to do that, like me as a teacher. Like my day doesn't end when the bell rings. I do need to stay and grade papers and things like that. But I could extend my day even more if I decided to. Well, maybe I'll start thinking up things for next year. Or, ooh, why don't I start looking into what we're going to be doing next semester? Like, that's stuff that could probably wait. Like, if I wanted to extend my day to like a 10-hour day, I can if I wanted to, but I don't want to do that because I value my time. So I'm seeing here that I think you've been adding a little bit more than is needed for the job that you need to do. So, there's working overtime, and then there's adding to your overtime unnecessarily. And I think you know who I'm talking to. So like I said, some of these messages are going to hit home for a lot of people, and some other people are like, that's not me, and that's totally fine. But play a game. So meaning you need to get out and do something that brings you joy and fills you with joy. So although, yes, I like teaching, it's not something where I'm like, oh, I would love to grade papers all day long because that just brings me joy. No, false. I would rather do things like play with the kitties. I would rather do readings for my clients. I would rather make YouTube videos. I would rather do many things, go sing an opera or something like that. So do something that fills you with joy. And by doing that, that will help ground you. And by grounding you, that gets rid of a lot of the nervous tension, anxiety, all the stuff that comes from overworking ourselves. Okay, so that was kind of like a quick little message there for group number 3. All right, so anyway, if this really resonated with you, it connected with you, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want to give me more insights, it's a little more personal, but you don't want everybody in the comment section to know your business, then just email me, tara@kittensweightsandtarot.com. I'll put this back in here. And hey, if you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. Hey, if you want me to add Cootie Catcher to my reading list, just let me know. And if you want to throw a little love my way, think about joining that KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot. And that's it from me, spiritual homies. I will catch you later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. Have a happy, awesome November. All right, the final group 4. So you have chosen the Cootie Catcher of Fate, the Cootie Catcher of Destiny. It is your destiny. Okay, so you guys are number 4. I don't know, whatever you want to call this Cootie Catcher of Fortune. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have Jasmine, Rose, Lily, Bluebell. I'm gonna go with Rose. R-O-S-E. We have Jasmine, Rose, Lily, Bluebell. Let's go with Rose. It's never too late. Okay, we're gonna see how this connects with the stones. So we're gonna mix these up. And we're gonna grab our Cootie Catcher. And we're gonna grab a stone. What do I got? Oh, it popped out. But we got it. We got aventurine. Green aventurine. Ooh, it's a beautiful piece of aventurine, by the way. If I do say so myself. Perhaps that's why. Ooh, you know what? It matches 4. Ooh, okay, so green is also a message for you guys. Okay, and green connects with our heart chakra. It's never too late. Oh, I already know what the message is. Okay, let's talk about this, you guys. So like I said, if this connects with you, great. And if it doesn't, that's okay, because this is just general. It's never too late. I'm feeling like this has something to do with a blow-up, argument, tiff, something emotional, largely negatively emotional that happened. It could have happened a year ago, could have happened 30 years ago. But I'm feeling like it's never too late to apologize, to talk about your feelings, like what may have caused the blow up. And I'm not saying it's all your fault, because it takes 2 to have an argument, right? Or more, depending on how many people are in the argument. But by saying, you're sorry for possibly, exploding. We were all, when I get into arguments with people, I tend to stop listening to them and I start trying to argue my point of view. So, in that instance, I would say I'm sorry for shutting down. However, this is how I was feeling at the time, and this is what I feel caused me to explode, although that's probably not the best course of action of exploding, if you guys try to understand what I'm trying to say. So, you know, it's never too late to revisit that situation that has been weighing heavily on your heart all these years, or even, I don't know, an hour ago, and say, you know, I'm sorry for this. This is how I was feeling. Looking back at how maybe why you reacted the way you did, I can see your side as well. It's always good to view the other people's side, even if you didn't agree with their side. And if the person is no longer here, it's still never too late to revisit the situation energetically. You can even talk it out loud and talk your feelings, but I think that you need to get this out, and, you know, that you need to talk it out. Literally, like physically, I need you to talk, even if it's to thin air. And if it's to somebody that you've since cut out of your life, and you're like, there's no way I would like physically talk to that person ever again. Again, you can talk to the wall, you could talk to their picture, you could talk to whatever, but I feel like you need to finally let this energy go. So, not saying like you're gonna forget about it, you probably won't forget about it, but you'll feel a lot better that you finally got to get out more eloquently what it is that you wanted to get out. All right, so it's never too late. That is the message. And I'm thinking of that song by 3 Days Grace. You know, it's not too late, it's never too late. I love that song, by the way. So yeah, I hope this reading connected with you, and if it did, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want to give me more detail, but you don't want everybody to know, you know, about your personal life, then you can always email me to tara@kittenswaitsandtarot.com. And if you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittenswaitsandtarot.com. If you want me to add like cootie catcher to my reading list, you know, I could do that too. And join that KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittenswaitsandtarot to throw a little love my way. I hope you guys enjoyed this really fun reading for November. I was just thinking of something fun to do. So anyway, I will catch you spiritual homies later. I hope you have an awesome November, and I will catch you next month. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.